Hey everybody, today I'm going to be starting on a cup with these decals on it, at least some combination of these decals. I got all of these at theglitterguy.com. And I have just mixed together these 3 holographic glitters because I'm going to be doing a Tack-It method tumbler as the base of this cup. So I've mixed all those colors together because they kind of are the colors in these decals. So I sanded this cup and then I sprayed it with alcohol, rubbed that off. So now I'm going to spray paint it. I don't know if I'll spray paint it pink or purple, one of those colors. And then I'm going to let that dry. And then I'm going to do the Tack-It method with this glitter. All right, so this is dry. The spray paint's dry. And I have my Tack-It and water mixture right here. So it's about a 50-50 mixture of each. So it's kind of like a milk consistency, maybe slightly thicker than milk. But this works out well for me. So what I always do is 2 layers of it. So I'm going to do my first layer now, and then I'm going to let that dry for probably 15 minutes. And then I will do a second layer. Okay, now I'm just gonna put it on my turner and just let it dry for about 15 minutes, and I'll be back to do the second layer. All right, so that first layer is dry, so I'm just gonna do one more layer. Okay, I'm gonna wait another 15 minutes and then I'm gonna put the glitter on. All right, the second layer of the Tack-It and water mixture is dry. So now I'm going to put the glitter on. I'm just going to dump the glitter on the cup. Don't forget the bottom. So I'm probably gonna have to refill my little cup multiple times. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for the first time. Okay, so that was a long application process because I kept having to refill my little cup here. When I use a bottle of glitter, usually I just use the whole bottle of glitter and then I dump it back into the bottle. But now it looks like it's all applied pretty evenly. And I'm not going to clean this up yet because I'm about to make more glitter on here. So now I take my middle finger and I just start rubbing the glitter. So that's going to make glitter fall off and onto my papers. And sometimes I feel like I'm rubbing too hard, but really I'm not. The harder you rub, the less of these, see these spots right here where there's like big sections of glitter? The harder you rub, the more that'll come off and it'll look like the rest of the cup is supposed to look. The bottom's kind of the hardest part to work on. Okay, I might come back to that. Okay, so now I just go like this. All right, and there it is. There's the holographic part of this tumbler. And now I'm gonna epoxy this tumbler in a little bit. And once it's epoxied, that's when I'll add the decals. So I've got my Tack-It method tumbler here. This had a lot of problems and I don't know exactly why. But I had a lot of areas where there was no glitter. So I actually went over those spots with my Tack-It, added more glitter, tried to do the Tack-It method on those spots again. It didn't really work out. So now I've got all these like weird areas on here. I don't know if it's because maybe the Tack-It mixture was too thick in those spots. If you know why this happens, let me know. But I'm not sure why. This doesn't normally happen, but it happened this time. So I'm actually going to try to place my decals conveniently over these areas to kind of cover them up, because for the most part the cup looks pretty good. So I need to figure out, like, this is a big piece that I'm going to put on here. This would cover up a lot of these spots if I put it right there. And same with that right there. So I think that's a good plan. Yeah, I think that works out well if I do it a little bit higher, actually. So that's what I'm going to do. So first, so these are from the glitter guy. I don't know why, I just don't really like this part on here, so I always cut it off when I use this sticker. So I'm just going to cut all the way around this as close as I can. Even though it's got a clear backing on it, I just like to make it as close as I can. So let me double check where I plan on doing this. And just rub it right on. These go on so easy. I love it, because my least favorite thing is like cutting out vinyl or doing print and cut. I really don't like it. So I love buying these already made decals. There we go. That looks good. Now I'm going to go on the other side and do the Spooky Babe right here. Let's see, I'm going to do a little bit. I'm going to try to make them evenly spaced. Okay. I need to move that. So I'm trying to make it, I'm not very scientific with my measurements here, but oh, good thing these are easy to get off if you mess up. Okay. Okay, I like the way that looks. Now for the rest of the cup, I'm just going to go around and put these bats on it. I don't think I'm going to use this one. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use this one. I think I'm just going to do bats. So, I just cut all these out. I also have this bat that I forgot to put on a different cup, and I think I'm just going to put that on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and do that before I forget, because that's what happened to this little guy last time. I forgot about it. So I'm just going to do these like kind of all over the place, but mainly trying to cover up any of these little imperfections I have. Okay, so there's 3 down, and I've got 6 more to go. And I really only have 1 more like blemish to cover. Maybe a little bit right there. Not bad though. Okay. I'm going to cut these out a little different because I want each bat to not feel like it's just a repeat of the other bat that's the same color. I want them all to seem a little different. So like I'm cutting the stars with this one that I didn't cut with it the last time. Okay. I definitely overthink these things, like about placement and, you know, not having the 2 pink bats too close to each other, or the 3 pink bats too close to each other, and so I'm trying to make it all look kind of different. So I just put this orange one kind of upside down or sideways. I have a few more black bats that I might actually add on here. Let's see. Might just use a few of these. But I might add a couple different bats. Like up here, right here, it feels kind of empty. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the only spots. Okay, I'm just gonna put one right there, and then I'm done, I think. I think I want to move this one. I'm gonna move it over just a little bit. Okay, so everything's where I want it. So this cup is now ready for epoxy. So I'm gonna do that in the next step.